Welcome to MLS Online Virtual Classroom. Today, we are going to start our speaking activity on page number 22, and we are going to introduce a new thing that we are going to learn in our word study today on page number 23. Let's start with page number 22. Open up your books, page 22, Speaking Activity. In speaking activity, today we are going to learn about asking about quantity. Quantity means the amount of something. Whenever you are going to ask about the amount of something, what are you going to use to ask about that amount or quantity of that something? There are two things that we use, either how much or how many. When are we going to use how much and when are we going to use how many? How much is used to ask about things you cannot count, whereas how many is used to ask about things you can count. For example, how much water is on Jupiter? You cannot count the amount of water. That's why you are using how much over here as how much water is on Jupiter. Whereas, how many planets are in our solar system? The amount of planets, the quantity of planets which is present in our solar system can be counted. That's why we are using how many with the planets over here. How many planets are in our solar system? I'm going to play an audio for you. Listen to this audio very carefully. Then you can choose your partner to have a conversation with them. Now you must be worried about who can you choose as your partner. You can choose your siblings, your parents, or you can call your friend to be your partner.
Age 22. Speaking. See. Learn. Asking about quantity. Use how much to ask about things you cannot count. Use how many to ask about things you can count.
How much water is on Jupiter? How many planets are in our solar system?
How many stars does our solar system have?
It has one star, the sun.
How much water is in our solar system?
I'm not sure, but there is a lot of water on Earth.
I hope you have listened to this audio very carefully. Now open up your book, page number 23. We are going to have an introduction of the word study learning section today. In word study, today we are going to learn about words with suffixes ance and ant. First of all, let us first come to know about what are suffix. Suffix is a letter or group of letters that is added to the end of a root word. A letter or group of letters, that is more than one letter, which are added at the end of the word. Suffix are those words which are added at the end of a word. Letters added at the end of the words. I've repeated it twice to make you understand. For example, comfortable. In this, able would be a suffix. Understandable, able would be a suffix. In this case, we are talking about ance and ant as a suffix. Now, what are we going to learn by using these suffixes today? Many nouns that end in ance. What are nouns? A word used to identify any of a class of people, places, or things. Many nouns that end in ance, a suffix, can become an adjective. What are adjectives? Adjectives are words that are used to describe or modify a noun. Many nouns that end in ance, a suffix, can become an adjective if you change the ending to ant. You understanding me? That if a word containing ance in the end and it is a noun, we can convert that noun into an adjective by changing the ance suffix into ANT. Let us see some examples. Neptune is a long distance from the sun. In this case, the distance used over here is a noun because it has ANCE as a suffix. In our second example, Neptune is a distant planet from the sun. In this case, we have changed ANCE suffix into ANT. So now it will become as a adjective. That's all for today. We are going to solve the exercise in our next lecture.